Prophet Dawood alayhi salam. The story of Prophet Dawood alayhi salam. The Jews asked Allah to appoint them a leader. Allah appointed Dawood. They said, "No, is Dawood strong, or is he rich? Like, and give us a reason to that he's more worthy than us." And then Allah sent. So Allah's sign for them was that He sent 4 angels with the box of Bibi Sakina, Prophet Musa's sister, as a sign. 4 angels were carrying it. When they brought it, that was the sign that Allah sent. Then they had whoever wanted to be in the army to defeat Goliath the oppressor. The tyrant king Goliath the oppressor would have to go with Talut. And then they first had to march in the desert for 3 days as one of the tests. The second test was to drink only a handful of water when they crossed a river. They couldn't drink any more than a handful. They might have been able to drink less. When they finally got to Goliath's army, they thought it was impossible to win because there was 10,000 people. Then David used a slingshot and shot Goliath on the head, which killed him. And then later on, David received the palms of David.
Many people in the world think that only the rich, the powerful, and the wealthy should be able to be the rulers of the people in that area. But the real rulers are picked by God or Allah, and whoever's army whoever Allah wills, that army will win. An example of this is when Talut. At the time of Talut, the Jews told to Allah or God that they wanted a master or prophet, and so Allah told them that their new prophet would be Talut. And Talut was very poor. So they said that, why is he our master when he is so poor and unwise? But then they said, we want a sign. So Allah sent down the Ark of the Covenant, and He sent that as a sign. Angels came down from heaven and brought it with them. The Jews took this sign to show that Talut was their prophet. And then after that, Talut formed an army and went out in the desert for 3 days. That was the first test for the people. The second test was when Talut came to a river. There, him and his army were only to drink a handful of water. Those who drank more were to leave. When they got to the battlefield, they were ready. They got prepared to face the tyrant and the giant Goliath. When they came up for battle, they saw Goliath's giant army with over 100 men. With over 1,000 men. Then Talut took a stone and hit Goliath with such force that he fell on the ground dead, and the rest of his army retreated. This shows the power of Allah's will, and whoever He wants to win will win. When God chose the prophet, He chose a poor farmer.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Many of the Jews objected that this was their master. So the Jews asked God for a sign.
What?
They said,
Why should he be your leader when we're stronger and richer than him? And give us a sign to show us why he is more worthy than us.
So then God sent down the covenant.
This is the box of Sakina, otherwise known as the Oak of the Covenant, and inside of it was the staff of Musa, the robes of Musa, and also the 10 Commandments.
Okay.
When Talut made his army, he and his army went across the desert to fight Goliath. Then they came across a river.
Go.
When they got to the river, Talut said that only my followers will take one handful of water. When this happened, a few of the men left. Then they continued on. All of the army of Talut was chosen by Allah along with him. There was only a handful of followers left to fight the huge army of Goliath. When they came to fight the giant army of Goliath, who had a whole bunch of weapons, then Talut sent forward his fierce warrior, David. David took out a slingshot and shot Goliath in the head. When they reached the huge giant army of Goliath, who had many, many weapons, Talut sent forward his soldier, David. Then he shot his slingshot. Goliath was defeated.
Yay!
Then the giant army of Goliath ran away, stumbling and falling.